Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make Southside type of melodies like mafia and Pyrex, Whippa, like very dark and orchestral, that kind of stuff. This is my favorite style of sample and beats. Yeah, this sample is from my Greek sample pack. This is actually my last sample pack. It's pretty good and it's free, and I think it's one of the best sample packs on the channel, and it's a collab, so go to show some love. You have in the description. And yeah, so I'm going to just try out the sample. Obviously, don't forget to subscribe, give me a like, put me on the comment what you want to see next in a future video, what artists, and yeah, follow me on my Instagram. When we hit the 100 followers, I'm going to drop a sample pack, so go to follow me. You have all the information in the description. The first instrument I got is this piano from Contact called Night Up Here in the Dark preset. Go here and grand piano and select dark. This is my favorite piano. I use this piano a lot. So yeah, I make a really simple pattern, pretty repetitive, dark and that kind of stuff. This is a melody, sound like this. Okay, I'm going to explain how I made this. It's a pretty simple melody. I recommend you to use the 1/6 grid. Go to the snap to grid. Here's this option, little option right here, and select 1/6 beat. For this kind of stuff is really good. So yeah, I'm going to display it. That is pretty simple. So I made the chord. In this case is F sharp minor. Normally pitch of the second note 1 octave up. Okay, like a very big or an open note. And then I put some like notes here. I don't know, like this. Something like that. I recommend you to strum a little bit the chords with but make that you have to press Alt S. You have this option right here and the string. And I think this gives it like more life and I don't know, so more realistic. It's really important to play with the velocities. In this case, I put in like with Alt R. If you press Alt R, you're gonna have this little panel right here, and change the velocity option. And yes, this is gonna give you like a realistic feel, because when you play the piano you can't play all the notes to the same volume. That's something that the human can do. I made this melody, then I copied. I put some more notes in here. Then I copied these 2 bars, and I pitched it down 5 semitones, and that is gonna give you the really Southside palace feel. You know, like very dark, you know. For effects, I just had RC20 retro color in the binary 3 preset. I just put some noise in the binary 2. Wobble. I turned on the stereo option, and I put the wobble floor right here. I put some reverb and distortion. I think that's it. Then I add EQ, got in the low one. Yeah, that's the only thing I did with the EQ. Then I have this scene right here, sound like this. Basically, it's the same piano melody, but I reversed that to give it like a very dark feel. And for effects, I got 3D reverb just to give it like space. 30 parametric EQ, a lot of. You see right here, that frequencies like are very high and noisy. That's a pancake 2 instead of pan effect. I just turned down a little bit of the mix and a gross beat effect. This is the basic 7. I don't remember what bank is, but it's the default preset. Okay, that is the only thing I did with this. Without the effects, sound like this. And with the piano, the reverse piano with the original piano, sound like this. You know that it's like a more, the reverse can give like a more ambient, you know. Then I put a violin. I prefer to use the Gypsy romantic violin. Pretty good violin. Everybody knows this violin, okay? So yeah, make a really simple melody. When you make this type of like a sad, dark violin, you have to keep it very simple. The only thing I have to recommend you, but well, the violin alone sounds like this. With this kind of VST's library, you can play with the velocity. You can, but a really good option, and I prefer to use when it's about flutes and violins. I prefer to play with the channel volume because that is gonna give you the real violin sound, like the high volume, and then the volume is lower, and again it goes up and up again or down. That is a really good tool. For the fact I got Free River 2, a little bit of reels in the old school RM. It's a pretty good plugin, I totally recommend you. And the last thing I add is this EQ, coded on the high end and some frequencies in the high mids. As you're gonna see, this is no. Without the effects, the violin sound like this. Sound good, but doesn't sound vintage. Then I add like a counter melody for melody flux. This is a counter library. I use the Celestia preset, and I make a really simple melody. Sound like this. Basically, it's a really simple melody, and then I copy and I pitch it up octave and that. Effects, yeah, the RC20 retro color and the vinyl 2 preset. I take off the noise and the digital. Then I add the EQ, cut in the low end, you're gonna see. And this frequency right here. And without effects, the melody sounds like this. Very important to, when you make beats and samples, to keep it simple, because when you make a beat, the artist just wanna sing in top of the beat. And if you put a lot of information in the beat, the rapper doesn't want to sing it in that beat, because the beat is not given the space to rap on that. So keep it really simple to make fire melodies and samples. Then I add some strings called Violins Once Soap on Tremolo from the Strings of the Winter. It's one of my favorite bands, and it's basically the same chorus of the piano, but well, something like this. For the effects, I add Free River 2 to give it like a room more space in the melody. Also to vinyl. These are pretty good plugin. I think everybody knows this plugin. It's free, so yeah. I just turn up a little bit of the warm diff, and I put the gear in the 60s. And the last thing I had was Fuji parametric EQ2, cutting a little bit on the high end, and I boost a little bit around 700, stuff like that. And with the effects sound like this. Are really notorious chain with all the effects. And the last thing I had was this bass, the one shot from my free one shot kit. I don't remember the name of the one shot kit, but well, it's basically a really simple bass line with some lights. That's it. Sounds like this. Basically, I made these slides, and then I copy and I pitch it down 5 semitones, and that's all I did. For the effects, I only add EQ, and yeah, that's it. Cut in the high and the low one, and I boost a little bit in the mids. Yeah, that's all for this sample. In the master, for samples, I preferably use a compressor. I like to use the Fat Filter Pro C2. And yeah, that's it to give a more compressed feel. I like more. Yeah, that's all for the video. I hope you like. If so, don't forget to subscribe, hit me a like, put me on the comment what you want to see next. Follow me on my Instagram. Don't forget, when we hit the 100 followers on Instagram, I'm going to throw a sample pack. Be out and go to follow me. Have a great day.